Darrell, disappointing defeat today. How do you reflect on it?
I'm angry. I'm very angry. I say to my players that they represent me, and that represented nothing what I'm about. Okay, I take accountability for it. It's my team, my set of players. That's 2 home games, 8 goals conceded, and it won't be acceptable. It's as simple as that. I'll see him in the morning. It's an easy talk to me after the game. I'll see him at 9 o'clock in the morning, because what I will do, I won't accept, so should I say, lack of desire, accountability, resilience, run hard, the basics of the game not being adhered to. We lost so many jewels out there. They ran through us. We were miles off it. So if they don't want to work today, they work tomorrow. Until I get the response that I need, and there's times in the career that I've had to do this, then that's the way it'll be. Because we can talk formations, we can talk personnel, we can talk all about those, but if we want to do the basics of the game right, working hard, running hard, and they've ruined my fans' weekend, so I'm going to ruin theirs. I'll see them in the morning. And I've got nothing else to say, to be honest with you. Otherwise, an apology to my fans. They know that. I'd like to think they know what I'm about, so has to be addressed. One last week can be called a bit of a one-off. 200 can't be. Miles off it. And the worst thing is I didn't see it coming. Training's been really bright, bubbly, really good, intense week, but you've got to produce on a Saturday. And if you don't want to produce on a Saturday where we're getting the backing, we're getting the crowd support, and if you don't want to do that, fine, we'll see you Sunday morning until you do. And we've got to learn from that.
You mentioned it there, but what is that the main thing, those main things that were missing in the last 2 games?
It came through us, ran through us. We can talk about decision making with the ball, we can talk about this, that, formations, this, that. But the fact of the matter is you've got outworked by the opposition. That'll never be acceptable while I'm a manager. We've got outworked, outdueled, everything, the basics of the football. And if you don't get the basics of your football right, that's what happens at this level. It does. It happens at this level. So I'm going to learn the hard way, I'm afraid, until I get what I want and how I want it, because that momentum we had previously past the last 3 games has been lost, and we now need to reset it, get ourselves back to where we were, and you do that by working hard, and we'll be working hard and making sure that they know that it ain't acceptable.
And the final one from me, especially for you, it must really hurt someone that's got so much history here.
Yeah, listen, the supporters know what this club means to me. I didn't come back for an easy ride. I come back to win. Okay, I didn't come back to also expect any special treatment. No, not at all. I want to build a winning squad, and that's miles away from a winning squad at the minute. And we need to get back at it. We need to get back on it very, very quickly, because performance like that get managers sack. It was that bad. And the way I feel about it, if my team doesn't represent the values that I set, then we're in tomorrow.
So Maca, of course, a disappointing defeat here today. How do you reflect on that?
Embarrassing, disappointing. It's hard to put into words really, but we've got to regroup and go again and put it right next week.
Yeah, looking at the last 2 home games, what's really been missing from the performances, do you think?
It's hard to pinpoint. Obviously we're miles off it, no beating around the bush, but we've got to stick together, get through this patch and again try and put it right.
Obviously we don't want to talk about the past too much, but you know how good this team can be after the unbeaten run. Is that something that sticks in your head?
Yeah, so then obviously we went 8 unbeaten, and no bad team does that. We got to regroup, get together and put things right, but we do that as by working hard and getting in the training ground. As
we saw from the start of the season, it was a difficult start, but one result changed everything for a good period of time. Is that in your mindset as well?
Yeah, as I said, it's always you get a chance next week to rewrite it and start another run. And we only do that by, as I said, sitting together, getting amongst it, the training ground, and really putting the work. As
a squad, is it about keeping together, especially with the leadership group as well? Will you chat in the coming days about how things can change?
Yeah, it's hard to speak on it, but we'll see where we need to go. Really dig into it and try and put it right.
Yeah, and finally, even if it was a difficult result, it felt like the fans were still all the way behind you.
Yeah, so we know it's on ourselves. We've got to give them something to get behind and really stick with us, but we can't thank them enough for today. Yeah.